Hey, thank you very much, Art, and thank you, Glenn. Great to have you guys. Great to have you with us here, and it's good to be with you as well here in Albuquerque. Gordon Bennett TV is back. It's so good to be back here, and for my first time here in Albuquerque, I'm here with Thomas Hoare. Good morning, Thomas.
Good morning, Regan.
Now, before we get into the business, you need to say happy birthday.
Happy Birthday, Jan. Oh, alles Gute zum Geburtstag. Genieße es und ich komme in der Woche. Bis dann.
It's his son's birthday, so we've got to get that out of the way before we do anything else. What a fantastic morning we've had. We left the hotel this morning just after 4 a.m., made our way down through the park, down through the areas of the people. A lot of people about, 100,000 people out on the roads, and we've had such an amazing, exciting morning already. So, Thomas, the draw sequence, we did that last night. Do you want to talk a little bit how that went?
Yeah, so we started off with a general briefing where we informed the pilots about the rules, regulations, what's special about Canadian airspace, US airspace. We also talked about this little tiny island in Canada, which is French, you know, which is out of bounds, that Mexico is out of bounds. All these rules were included. It was a smooth ride, 1 hour with some questions. After that, we had the opening ceremony, and then there was the moment everybody's waiting for, you know, if you're a pilot, will I launch in the beginning? Will I launch in the end? You know, so this was quite exciting, and I think we will put on the launch sequence on the screen. And yeah, so the draw was done by Judy McNamara. And she did a good job. You see, Poland is coming out first. USA, the locals, Sullivan White third. The other locals of the United States, Barbara Fricke and Peter Cuneo, who are living here, 15. So and it's ended with the French team, Moin and Blanchard, who will be going out as the last balloon here.
Yeah. Tell us a little bit about the launch, Thomas. You know, if you're going first or if you're going last, there's discussions. You know, you can see the people already taking off. You can read what's going on. Where would you like to be?
I probably would like to be about number 3 or 4.
Right.
That's probably a really nice spot. You see already what's going on, and you are off. You know, once the launch starts, your nervosity, you know, is getting really high, and you're getting anxious to get off. And if you have to wait for another 30 minutes to get off, you know, it's a little bit, you want to have it done. You want to get out, you know. Yeah. So, but you don't want to be the first one as well. So number 3 or 4 is a great spot to be in.
Well, it's going to be an exciting few days. A launch happening this afternoon from the field outside. 17 teams from 9 countries are going to be fighting for that position. And we started with our interviews last night. We got some guests up here into the studio after the Hall of Fame, and we caught up with USA 3, Mark Sullivan and Sherry White. Mark Sullivan and Sherry White, Team USA 3. Good evening.
Good evening.
Good to see you both. I must say the style now for the team of how you're going to fly, you've really set it up a notch. You've really took it higher this time, right?
Yeah, well, I'm trying.
We dressed very nice because we've just had the Hall of Fame. Tell me a little bit about the induction. Who have we inducted?
Well, Phil Dunnington and Dewey Reinhardt.
Yes.
So it's quite the selection process, and we've been working on it for all of last year. And this is where it ends up, right here at this great museum that hosts our Hall of Fame.
It was a beautiful ceremony. I was just saying to Sherry, that's the first time I've heard the FAI anthem played live.
It was very lovely with piano. We need a recording of it for
Yes.
future events.
Yeah. Well, Gordon Bennett here in Albuquerque. How is this the 6th time or the 5th? Have there been 5 more?
It's our 5.
This is the 5th one.
Right.
The 5th one. Tell me, for you guys, how is it different, the America's Challenge, as opposed to the Gordon Bennett? Is it just more teams? What is there any other difference with the America's Challenge?
Sherry will tell you.
It's just fun being around all our European friends. It's brings a whole added element to have the teams and our friends that we haven't seen for a year, some in more years. The flying is about the same. Probably you'll see some good tactical flights this time. Right. A lot of good command centers for the teams and 17 balloons. So I think it'll be quite a race and quite exciting to watch everyone.
It's quite an eye-opener to see the spectacle of Albuquerque. It's been something I've wanted to see for many, many years, and to see it all put together, just with the merchandising and all the little bits that we've seen so far. It's another level, isn't it, Mark?
Yeah, Albuquerque's quite the event. It's exponentially growing. We can't even get everybody in here. You'll see tomorrow. It'd be traffic jam all over Albuquerque.
Just to talk outside the Gordon Bennett for just a moment, the balloons that are here, that are in the actual daily events, do they apply for that? How did they get selected?
Well, this year was kind of unique. This year, the opportunity, because of a issue with the last organizing body, they went out for bid. You only had 30, 60 days to get your bids in. And Albuquerque's pretty strong, and they were willing to put the bid together quite quickly. And the support from the Fiesta and the board of directors is tremendous. And Sam Parks put it together, his team put it together, and they actually put the whole bid together in 30 days.
Yeah, it's incredible, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It was incredible what he did.
Did you have an idea that you might be going for it this year anyway? Was it something, or did it just come out of the blue?
No. You mean for Albuquerque to bid? No.
Yeah, for the Gordon Bennett to be here for this year?
No, complete surprise.
Right.
Complete surprise.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, Marc-Andre, the Swiss delegate, notified the CIA, which I'm involved in, and said, hey, we're going to need to start addressing some. We have a few issues. And so FAI was involved, and we said, okay, we'll start looking into it.
So, Sherry, you were just saying we're going to see some more tactical flying this year. Can you just expand on that a little bit, what you mean by more tactical?
Well, in the past years, a lot of times you've just taken off and you have just gone. I mean, we've landed in North Carolina, Pennsylvania, Michigan. This year, when you look at the trajectories because of the high pressure, we kind of just like go around in a spoke. Right. And so it's going to be really tactical trying to get outside of that spoke and then possibly getting in a low-level jet stream that will take you with some speed away from New Mexico, Texas. Otherwise, I think you would see most balloons landing New Mexico, Texas, Colorado, kind of in that area.
Interesting stuff. Well, we're looking forward to seeing you competing on your home soil, on your home territory. Thanks very much for joining us tonight. I know you need to get some rest, but it's been great to have you in the studio. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thanks, Reagan.
Thanks. Have a nice night.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
That was late last night, Thomas. I was so jet lagged. I could hardly keep my eyes open. I don't know if I was saying the right words or anything. It's been a long couple of days already.
Yes, it has been. It has been. And you just came in a little bit late, you know. But we all from Europe are quite jet lagged, yes.
Don't forget the hashtags. We want to hear from you wherever you are on all the channels. Hashtag GB2023. Don't forget, hashtag GB2023. And you can follow us all. Get on the YouTube channel there. Subscribe. We want to get you up and running and get us all out to the world. So, Thomas, tell us what's already happened with the teams and what's happening for the rest of the day.
So once the teams arrived here in Albuquerque, they obviously got the balloon, made it ready, took a look whether it fits in the van or not. So the German team had some issues with that one. They had to modify the basket that fits into the van. Then sandbags are being filled, and then a lot of strategy talks with your team. So as Sherry already said in the talk, this will be a very strategical race. You know, so it will be a team effort. The winning team will be a team effort. It will be the metrologist of the team who will be looking into the right thing, the right advisors. I think this is a real team race, and it will be very, how should I say, I will be very looking into it whether somebody really gets this low-level jet out of here. Because if you get it, you can make a distance. Yeah. But if you keep being stuck in the high pressure, you will stay in New Mexico.
Interesting stuff. Lots of action coming for you. Keep joining us. We've got our next live show at 9 a.m. here from our studio in the museum. But right now we're going to hand back to Art and Glenn on the rooftop studio and Balloon Fiesta Live.